In this installment, we set off to discover the F138, the latest car that we race in a Formula One World Championship. Our guides for this journey are Davide Seletti, Head of Composite Production Department, and Diego Ioverno, Head of Assembly and Track Activity.
The birth of an F1 car is the process that starts long before the design phase. The first step is to make a plan, and the plan is the list of activities that go from the CAD drawing to the delivery of the assembly department. For a product as complex as the chassis, the plan is made of hundreds of phases connected to each other. When one phase is completed, the following can start. If there are problems, delays or other issues, the plan is modified in order not to change the most important date, the delivery date. Second step is industrialization, the design phase of what is needed to make the composite parts. Pattern and jigs are machined. The plybook is the document that shows the stacking sequence of each single carbon ply, showing material type, position on the mold and fiber orientation. Each single ply is 3D designed and then is transformed into a flat pattern that is cut from a roll of carbon from the cutting machine. The same shape is processed to laser projector so that, as soon as the mold is ready, each ply contour can be projected onto the molds. The laminators can place every single ply of carbon onto the molds, and each shaped ply is shaped by hand and cut according to the drawing and laser projection. At the end of layer phase, the parts are cured in autoclave. Some products end their production process in fitting and bonding department, while more complex products have other production stages in the clean room to bond the insert and honeycomb to complete the sandwich structure. After the final autoclave cure, the parts are demolded, trimmed, fitted and bonded with other composite or metal parts. The final stages of the production processes are quality inspection and paint. The parts are then made available for track use. All processes described above need to happen in the shortest time possible. Our challenge is to reduce the time to market of all the parts. The time to market is what measures the time between the CAD definition of the drawing and the delivery of the part. And our race is to deliver components in the shortest time to market possible, but with good quality. Because we can deliver components in a short time, but we cannot affect the reliability of the car.
In the production process of the new car, a very important part is obviously the final assembly, where all the parts produced by the other department are put in together. This is something that normally happens with continuity in the 24 hours of the day, followed by different crew that they set the change not to have any stop in the work. Here obviously we put together everything that is coming also from composite department. Major elements are for sure the chassis, but also the wishbone, the suspension, the wings and all the rest of the bodywork. At the end of the first test, all the material is coming back to the race bay, and it's a very important moment because everything is stripped down, all the parts are checked, and it's the moment in which you have to do the call that probably will affect all the following part of the season. It's a very crucial moment. And more than everything is becoming more and more crucial since the new rules are forcing us not to have any testing during the summer time, during the season time. Here is very important that everything is checked, eventually modified for reliability or for performance purpose, and then we have to re-prepare everything for the following event. Preparing and shipping the car for the first race is another really crucial moment. It is a moment of very intense activity where there are several action and decisions to be taken. Normally the car is largely different from the one of the first test because it has been improved during the first part of the session, and if everything has gone as was supposed to, is very similar to the car of the last test. Not always this happens, so it can also happen that the car leaves the factory not finished because of the latest part that will be put together once we are in Melbourne.